Hi, so welcome to my channel. I'm going to do a reading for Aries. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm going to start off with energy oracle cards, and I'm going to do past, present, and future. It's just a general reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So we'll start out. I'm going to get 3 cards. One for the past. Okay. The garden and the gate. One for the present. Reverse envy. And one for the future. Popped out. Reverse community. So I'll read those out of the book because they are cards sometimes that you can read just by what's in them, but also have hidden meanings in it. So the garden and the gate in the past. I will read for that. Abundant, prosperity, staying safe. This card shows a peaceful young woman in a beautifully blossoming garden with colorful flowers all around her. However, the gate to the road outside the garden is locked while the girl wears a key on a chain around her. So basically this is about abundance, staying safe, and holding on to your abundance. And that is recent past. Present, reverse envy. And envy is one of the 7 deadly sins. So if you're in reverse, you're no longer in lack or dissatisfaction. And reverse, this card, reverse herald a great time of joy and appreciation. Your choice to shift your focus. So basically it's your perception. It's shifting your perception from lack to abundance. We often get lost in lack and often need to shift our perception, because often it is just about our perception. If you look at the blessings in life, which I do believe you're doing right now, then your perception will shift. And as we shift our perception to abundance, we create more of a pull to the abundance in our life, and we'll get more abundance into our life. It helps with your energy field and moves out in a dramatic and radiant way to attract more to you. So basically what I just said is, you continue to release these old feelings and these old perceptions, more will come to you if you are in abundance and in gratitude. So being grateful for what you do have and for the blessings that are in your life, because we all have blessings. Even waking up in the morning is a blessing. Breathing fresh air, drinking clean water, having food, having shelter. I know that this last couple of years has been hard on many, but even people who are in poverty look at things that are abundant, and then they create more by doing that, or they just are happy because of that, right? So reverse envy, you're in a time of abundance and happiness. In the future is reverse community. So this deck does actually do reversals and upright. So the community, 21. So it's in reverse. So connection with kindred spirits. So this card indicates feelings of isolation and perhaps loneliness. There may have been a recent disconnect with old associations, or even dissolution of some wider partnership. So you may have ended a relationship or relationships with friends, or a lover. Sometimes when we do that, we often feel lonely, that we are alone and kind of lost. But that kind of just means that you're shifting, you're evaluating things, you are switching to a higher vibration, you are kind of raising your vibration, you are ascending into higher spiritual grounds, or changing your life, right? And when that happens, the people that are no longer meant to be in your life leave, and the people that are meant to be in your life stay around. This isn't necessarily a bad card. This may result in feelings of loss and grief, but take heart. So we can be in loss and grief, and we can grieve relationships, friendships, and so on, as long as we don't stay stuck in that. Grief is a process, so it's never linear. You're never going to just be in that space forever, as long as you don't sit in it. Like, you need to do things to raise your vibration. You need to do things to keep pushing forward and moving through these feelings. You need to actually look at those feelings as well, and continue to move forward. Let yourself network in ways that reflect your higher intentions. Meditation groups, classes, book clubs, and the like are all places you may meet new acquaintances that are in closer harmony to you. So basically, when you lose these people, you're making room for new. You're making room for newer connections and newer people in your life, okay? We'll go into the tarot, and we'll clarify these, okay? So I'll get 3 cards to clarify the past, 3 cards to clarify the present, and 3 cards to clarify the future. And as soon as I lifted the deck, I see justice here. So this must be balancing the scales, having justice in some thing in your life, whether it's a relationship, an event, something that's going on within you right now, or externally you're finding justice, okay? So 3 cards for the past. Angel, spirits, guides of highest light and purest love, please give me 3 cards for the past. Please give me 3 cards for the past. Give Aries viewers 3 cards for the past. So there's 1. Page of Pentacles. Oop. My apologies. Two more for the past. Oh, that's too many, Spirit. Thank you. It's too many. 2 more cards. 2 more cards for the past. 2 more cards for the past. Reverse community. 1 more card. 1 more card. 1 more card. And that one. So basically, I'm still working through the tarot cards, so I'm not familiar with every single one of them. Pages often could be of a younger person. Page of Pentacles. Pentacles usually has to do with money. So I will look that up for you. My apologies, I'll get better as I go, as I learn the cards a little bit more. Page of Pentacles. Pages often have to do with communication as well. And it's usually younger. So manifesting new opportunities, beginnings, good news, ambitions, skills and training, financial opportunities, new career paths, new connections. So again, I said this has to do with money. So there could be a new career path or something that has come into your life in the near past. Some opportunities that you may have had that will create a better future for you. 3 of Cups in reverse. 3 of Cups, it can mean many things. So in a love reading, it could sometimes mean that there is a third party, but it also can mean celebration. It can mean community. It can mean having people around us. So 3 of Cups in reverse. This deck does do reversals. And I will find that for you just to clarify. A need to see a value you bring to a relationship, disputes or miscommunication, feeling left out, sometimes a love triangle, a need to make amends. So as I said, sometimes this can be a third party card in a love reading. This is a general reading though, so I'm not necessarily reading love, but take it how it resonates. It could be some miscommunication, a need to make amends even. And you can only know when you're meant to make amends. I know forgiveness is for us, not for the other person. So you may not necessarily have to make amends to that person's face if you feel like it would be detrimental to you. But if you do feel like you need to make amends, you could also do a living amends as well. You don't have to actually say, I'm sorry to that person if you don't want to. I also forgot to sage the cards today. I'll sage them right after this portion. So basically, the pacts you run in with kindred connections you forge are not always defined by blood, yet they are living and breathing support systems. So basically, deep friendships. Now, again, because this has this here and the community in the future, I'm wondering if, again, that you are continuing to cycle out of old friendships and relationships and going into new ones. And of course, you're going to know your worth. And if there is a third party situation that you've been involved in, or that you had suspected that you've been involved in, you're not going to tolerate that. So that was in the near past. Okay. 5 of Swords usually indicates swords is usually thinking. I believe it's the sign of air. And 5 usually heralds to me, fives, I don't believe are a positive number. Now, that doesn't always mean that it's a negative thing. I believe this kind of means you're up in your head. I see someone in the background kind of like, hey, where are you? What are you doing? And you're kind of, this person's kind of holding his head like there's something going on. And there are blackbirds, so sometimes that can have to do with communication too. When there are birds in the picture, sometimes that can have to do with communication. I apologize. So 5 of Swords, conflict, unfair advantages, experiencing loss, the need to build your skills and your confidence, hollow victories. So again, this right here kind of has talked about a little bit of loss here. So you may have felt some loss in the past, and you may feel like you need to move forward, and that's the near past, and that, you know, something has been unfair. You've had conflicts. That's why I said the swords are usually, to me, swords and the 5 of Swords. So 5 of most things are to do with conflict. Like it looks like this guy's holding his head as if he has a headache, right? So I feel like that's the recent past and you're walking away from that today, okay? I will light some sage and sage over the cards to clear some energies. I feel like this is a deep energy that I'm feeling. It's thick. And I'm sorry, this is Paleo Santos. I sometimes use sage as well, but I actually love Palo Santos. And don't come after me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm sure I am. All right, so bring the deck over here. I'm just gonna sage over them, and I have a couple other decks up here, so I'm just gonna sage over them for time's sake, so that we can continue on with the reading. Okay. All right. Angel, spirits, guides of highest light and purest love, please give me 3 cards for the present moment. What to expect in the present. Okay. So there's 1. 2 more cards. 2 more cards for the present moment, please, for Aries. 2 more cards for the present moment. Oh. 2 more cards for the present moment. 2 more cards for the present moment. And I say things about the tarot like they're negative, but they're not necessarily negative, okay? Because it's all about perception. You can take that negative and you can turn it into a positive, right? So again, perception has already come up in this reading, but if you change your perception, you can take a negative and make it into a positive. So this is the present moment, okay? 1 more card for the present, please. 1 more card for the present. Oh, we got 2, and they're both in reverse. I'll take them anyways. So the first one is the 9 of Swords. So 9 of Swords actually has to do with being up in your head. Again, birds, I feel like birds are a lot of communication. You may have communication coming in, so a lot of being up in your head, sorrow. But I feel like you're coming out of this. I do see a bird that is, it looks angelic almost. So I feel like there is something on the other side of this strife. And 9 is usually just before completion of a cycle, right? So, and again, swords being communication. So nightmares, worry, feeling of depression, anxiety, insomnia, fear, an opportunity to find courage. See, again, about perception. So this may be a difficult time in your life, but it's an opportunity to find courage and to move forward and find your strength. A time to focus on safety and the things that are going well in your life. Again, talking about, you know, the blessings that you have in your life rather than the negative aspects that are going on in your life, okay? Yeah, so continue to move forward, continue to do what you're doing. It's almost completed. I feel like this time is on its way out of your life, and that you're going to come into this abundance, and that you're going to come into good times, okay? And that you won't necessarily be feeling like this, okay? The 2 of Pentacles, too. The 2 of Pentacles sometimes I feel like is juggling, so it's in reverse. So I feel like that time of juggling is over with, and it's coming out the door. I'm going to verify a lot of them today just because I'm just getting on the cusp of what these mean, and I'm just trying to follow my intuition and try to give you a good reading as well, because I'm just starting out new, and I want to make sure that you get a good reading, or that I'm conveying what needs to be said and not just you know, going off the cusp here. So 2 of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles in reverse, being out of balance, disharmony, committing to too many things, and need to prioritize the time to slow down. So basically, this may be a time that you need to slow down right now. This may be a time that you're taking on too many things. I'm being an Aries myself. I know that I tend to do that as well. It's take on too many things at once, and try to accomplish things. Which isn't a bad thing. It's just you have to have balance in your life. You can't take on too many things and expect to continue that way. It's just not plausible. And need to prioritize the time to slow down. I said that, sorry. So basically this is a time presently about harmony and about trying to balance your life out, okay? Putting time into everything in your life. And I did have someone say to me just recently, what are the three most important things in your life? And, you know, for me, I said family, friends, and one other thing. And those are the three things that I should be focusing on, and everything else is just icing on the cake. So as long as those three things are in balance, everything else is just extra, okay? So just continue to try to balance out your life. The wheel in reverse. So the wheel often, you know, there's always a turn of the wheel, whether it's good or bad. So it does have a reversal of that. And so I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing either. So again, I don't think anything's really negative in the tarot. I just think it's our perception and how we look at it. So misfortune, karma, need to relinquish control. So if you're a controlling person, then, you know, ups and downs of life, then you may need to let go of that. You may need to flow with the ups and downs of life, because when there is a up in life, there will always be a down. And when there's a down in life, the wheel will always go back up. So it's not permanent. It's just temporary. So as long as you continue to go with the flow and just do the best you can and control what you can in that moment, then you will make it through. Okay. I allow for so this is also a card of fate. I allow for the transformative energies of fate to help me to expand my experience. Sometimes it's a lot of letting go. Or an unexpected setback. Sometimes I think we have difficulty letting go, especially of things that do not serve us any longer. I don't know why we do that in humanity, but you know, that's actually just the universe saying that is not meant for you, and that you need to let it go so that something good can come in. If you don't let these things that are not meant for us, that no longer serve us, let go, then you're blocking those positive things from coming in, especially abundance and love, right? And what we focus on, the negative that we focus on, we attract that more into our life, right? So again, just going with the flow of the wheel of life, right? The Fool. The Fool often means starting over. I don't believe that's a negative card, again, but some people may see that as negativity, right? Again, it's all about perception. It's starting over. It's zero in the tarot. Taking a leap of faith, right? So it's in reverse. So being naive, assuming you already have the answer, rash or impulsive choices, lacking experience, analysis, paralysis, foolishness. So basically, right now at present, you may not want to take that leap of faith, right? Maybe it's not a time to take that leap of faith. Maybe you need to dive more into your intuition and to get to know who you are on a soul level, and not take outside influences to make your decisions, okay? And not being rash about things, and maybe need more experience in things, okay? Every dream achieved begins with the foolish notion that there is something bigger out there. I truly believe that there is always something bigger out there. We are always evolving and growing, as long as you are open and willing to do that, okay? The childlike optimism comes from deep within your knowing. And I point here, to the stomach or to the stomach area, the abdomen, because this is the seat of our soul, right? So if you're having gut feelings in the seat of your soul, I get them. Say something's wrong, you can feel it. Say something's right, you can feel it. And not listening to that, then you're not going with what your soul wants, okay? This can also cause, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a relationship expert, I'm not a life expert, but I'm just going based on experience that you can even have digestive issues if you're not following your soul. So just be aware of that. So this reminds you deep within your knowing and achieve all the magical things that you have been dreaming about. The journey of the soul begins with one single step, and you may find yourself on the edge of an epic journey. I love this card. You turn toward your future with enthusiasm and know that a divine leap of faith is required in order to claim the reward that the abyss is offering you. The universe is always gifting you, but I think sometimes that fear keeps us held back and we don't take that leap of faith. So basically, when the universe presents you a gift, you're going to need to take that leap of faith and not question it and not stay in scarcity. Now, mind you got to be rational about some things, right? But if the universe gifts you, take that leap of faith. Something is there that you need to look at. Okay, so that's the present. All right, this is a heavy reading. All right, and then to the future. This is near future. Okay. So for Aries collective, this is a general reading again. We'll see. I want 3 cards for the future. There's one. I love it. 9 of Cups, so that's wish fulfillment, okay? And I also recently heard a tarot reader talk about when you're at 9 of Cups, you're independent, you're full, your cups are full, you're reaching this on your own, not necessarily alone, like you may be in a partnership or something like that as well, but you're whole by yourself. You don't need anybody else to complete you, and you know that. I love this card, wish fulfillment. Basically, all your dreams can come true with this card, okay? And I don't want to say that you did it on your own, because I do believe that community is important, but the right community. So your soul tribe, right? And there are people that may not always align with that, and you know it. You can feel it in your gut, in your soul. So I love this card. So the near future is wish fulfillment, independence, being stable, stability. I'm sure there's more that I could read on the 9 of Cups, so I won't keep you from that. The universe is gifting you in your desire, choosing joy, manifesting dreams, gratitude and abundance, being grateful, being abundant. Just accomplishing dreams. All right, and then 2 more cards for the future. Oh, strength. Love that card too. So strength can be a Leo. I do believe I have, from what I can see right now, and don't quote me, I have a few major arcana here. So I believe strength is a Leo. And I do believe the Fool is Aries, if I'm not mistaken. So strength. The future, you might need some strength. You might need to step into your strength, to step into your power. It also has the number 8 in the infinity sign. Number 8 is a lot about abundance, I do believe. It also has a heart in here as well. So go with your heart center. Clear that and open that, and be strong. Stand in your strength. And I will look that up for you, just because, again, I don't want to keep you from some more of the message. Courage, calmness, quiet strength, influence. So again, having strength doesn't mean that you're in everybody's face and that you are being loud or crude or pushing your ideas upon anybody. Having strength is standing in your own power and quietly moving. If people are to ask you what you're doing to hold on to the strength and get through difficult times, or whatever the case may be, then you can offer that advice, but only if they ask, right? You don't just push it in their face. Graceful leadership, gifted healer, purity of thought and heart, spiritual matters, compassion, sometimes lust or animal instinct. So in the future, I do believe you're stepping into your spiritual strength and spirituality, whatever that may look like to you. Everybody has a different way to complete spirituality and different practices that they go through. And so whatever that may look like to you, you're stepping into your strength and becoming who you were intended to be, kind of like, walking into your soul purpose, right? All right, one more card. Oh, I do believe 6 of Pentacles. So that's about money. So again, Pentacles are a lot about money. And Earth sign. And it's a good thing. So I believe it's about stability. It's about having money. It's about focusing on money and focusing on stability. And again, I don't want you to lose anything here. 2-way abundance, giving and receiving, being charitable, a positive and generous mindset, advancement, awakening, inflow, help coming from others. So accepting the help from others. So a lot of times with abundance, you have to be able to accept that help from others in order to continue to receive abundance, and you have to be able to give it. So it's a give and take, right? And when you do that, I do believe that you attract more abundance into your life when you do give of yourself. It doesn't always mean money, though. It doesn't necessarily mean money. It could mean time. It could mean effort. It could mean advice. It could mean You know, it could mean many different things than just money. But I do believe that this is a good time for abundance in your life. And I do believe it's been talking about that through the future reading. So you have good things to look forward to. And yeah, I do believe that it's looking good. Your future's looking good. Anyways, so I have another deck here. I did sage them. It's another oracle. This video is not going to be too long. I do apologize. Since I'm just starting out, I'm just kind of getting them out there so that I can practice. And I will do personal readings eventually. I don't know that I'm quite ready now. I could try to start and do them for donation, and then I do have to set up a PayPal, but I could start and do them for donation, and then eventually, you know, charge once I get better at it and when I can give you a better message. My cards don't really ever lie. It's just the way I read is still kind of novice, right? So I don't want to end up charging anything until I kind of get better into my gift, become better at my gift. So this is for Aries Collective. I'll take 3 cards. Why not? I'll take 3 cards. And we can do past, present, future. I really didn't know how I was going to read today. I just kind of laid it out the way I thought so. I can also do another time Celtic Cross. That's a good one as well. It's difficult with the space that I have, but we can, I mean, as long as I show you the card and tell you what it is, then that would be plausible, I guess, right? So give me 3 cards. 1 for the past. Angel Spirits Guides. 1 for the past, 1 for the present, and 1 for the future. Angel Spirits Guides, 1 for the past, 1 for the present, and 1 for the future. Angel Spirits Guides, 1 for the past, 1 for the present, and 1 for the future. Angel Spirits Guides, 1 for the past, 1 for the present, and 1 for the future. Doesn't want to give me anything right now. And this is called the Starseed Oracle. I was drawn to this deck early on when I first started doing tarot readings. And I'm also using the Energy Oracle and the Light Seers Tarot. I have another tarot deck. It's just a beginner's tarot that I picked up a long time ago, which is so funny that I was looking into tarot a long time ago and I just kept, you know, running away from my gifts actually, and not fostering them, right? So I'm just trying to foster them. And that's a part of my spirituality now today is doing the tarot. I do find it gives me some guidance and reassurance. And usually it's a card that pops up that I already know. Now this reading has been totally different. So I have a different collective and a different energy today. And so if you don't resonate, that's okay. It might be a different thing. So Activated Earth, and I'll have to read these ones as well. Power places, lead lines, trust where you are led. So basically I believe in the near, and I believe this fully and wholeheartedly because I've had this in my life. But trusting where you are led, trusting the universe to take you where you need to go, to where your soul path is. Things will present itself. And if you go against what the universe is presenting you, these messages that your soul or that the universe is giving you, then, you know, there will be a tower moment. You will have the universe intervene if you go against what the universe has in store for you and has planned for you. Because again, I said before, we love to hold on to things, and the universe will create a tower moment, will create something so that you let go of that and start moving in the direction that it wants you to move in. Okay. I will read that Activated Earth. I'm just going to pull the other 2 cards. So, sorry, this is a long video, but we will get through it. In the present, I believe that one wanted to come out, so I'm going to take it. Star Ancestors. So hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. So I do believe it's an inner knowing. I believe that you have to look within yourself to find this lost wisdom, these hidden secrets that we all have within ourselves. And then I will pull the next one. So, and the future. I got 2. Karmic relationships. Karmic relationships, and I don't believe this one does reversals. I could be wrong. Karmic relationships, Orion, energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So a lot of karmic relationships are about soul growth and lessons. And that looks like in the future for you. So again, near future, I do believe there's going to be some growth. You might have had karmic relationships. That could be friendships. That could be lovers. That could be family. That could be anything that's going to push you to grow and want to do things differently and want to evolve. There could be conflict with that as well. Oftentimes with karmic relationships, there is conflict. So don't be surprised and don't fear it. Don't be afraid. It's meant to help you grow. It's meant for you to become your soul self. And then also it has your life as a canvas, artist manifestation, creative accountability. I believe we all can create our life. And we don't do that out of fear. We do that out of love. We do that out of, those high vibrational emotions. So I believe that we can create the life that we want to live, that we all can do that. And we all have the power to do that. So I can read those out to you. I do apologize how long the reading is. Hopefully as we go along, it won't be as long. I am a talker. So I do apologize about that. Okay, so we'll go with, activated Earth first. 32. So this is the past. Ley lines are invisible paths on the land along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we tune into them with our subtle senses, also known as spiritual paths. They've been compared to the meridian system. I was just going to say that, and then I read it. We also have meridian systems in our body that I believe the Chinese medicine have found. And I've actually just been introduced to the tapping of the meridian lines, which helps with so many self-help things. Anyways, you resonate with what you're into. If you're not into a spiritual type of thing and you're just here for the reading, that's okay. If you don't resonate, that's okay too. And they link sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship worldwide. So basically, it just talks about going along this path that the universe is creating for you and going to where you're drawn to. You might just have an idea, a whim that you need to go somewhere. And that means that you should go. That's your soul kind of telling you, kind of directing you where you need to go. I've moved around a lot in my life, and it was like my soul led me to those places. Because I didn't have any other reason but I think work and people, of course, that I needed to get those lessons from, those soul lessons, okay? And then present, star ancestors, hidden secrets. Oh, that was the wrong page, that's for sure. Here we go. The ancients knew much more than we do about our connection with the stars. Their pyramid temples and other places of worship create in precise alignment with the stars exist in all corners of the world. What if this ancient wisdom is available for you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul, to tap into the part of you that remembers and knows. Some people believe that we all have an inner knowing of these things that we have forgotten when we came down for our soul purpose. There's many different theories on that, and you can resonate with whatever you resonate. But that our souls had come down to earth to, have these lessons and have this spiritual experience in the body on earth. So basically it's saying that the answers are within, that these secrets, that these this wisdom can be found within. And that we shouldn't always be we shouldn't ever be looking externally for anything. We should always be looking within ourselves because we have the answers. Karmic relationships. 84. All right. The constellation Orion is the thought by many to have been placed of great polarity and eventual unity. Some believe that many starseeds who were part of this cosmic history are incarnate on Earth now and are playing out karmic relations from Orion times. Perhaps you're one of them. Polarity causes conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our heart and mind and see things from different points of view. So again, this talks about perspective. There's more to these. I didn't read the whole meaning of them. I'm just reading little bits of them. And if you're interested, you could always purchase these. I won't say where because I'm not affiliated as of yet. Karmic relationships are always lessons, okay? And then your life is a canvas. Let's find that. And then we're done the reading. And I hope this was an okay reading. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you liked how I read. I mean, I don't know if I'll put on comments because I don't want someone to come for me in the comments at this point. But hold on. Here we go. You're the artist of your life, and your life is a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. So not only do you manifest the bad things in your life, you manifest the good things in your life. If you don't fix those things within yourself that are negative, and I'm not trying to say it in a negative way, just like, you know, traumas or old belief patterns or old habits and stuff like that. If you don't try to fix those things, if you don't try to evolve, if you don't try to, conquer those traumas, then they will present themselves in your life and you will manifest more. If you focus on negative, if you focus on, you know, things like that, you're going to bring negative into your life. It's when you focus on the positive that you bring positive into your life, okay? Earth is known as a plane of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and your beliefs. Again, like I said, anything traumatic or belief systems, you're going to manifest that. Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? What are you being called to create? Reconnect with your manifesting power and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the vibrations that matches with them. So bring up your vibration. There's many ways to do that. You can drink water. You can meditate. There's other things, getting out in nature. You can actually Google that. What things will bring up your vibration? Okay. I hope you resonated with this reading. I hope it wasn't too long. I hope it was okay, and I hope you didn't mind me having to read the books here and there. I'll get better as I go, but the only way to do that is practice. So I hope you guys have a blessed day. Take care.